everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another palette. I know, you're probably tired of it, but we're going to be doing the Emerald palette from BH Cosmetics. Now, I did promise I'm going to be doing each of these each month. So what BH Cosmetics is doing is launching one of these every single month. Of course, for each birthstone each month. So we're in May, so we have Emerald. So we're going to be doing the Emerald palette. I've been trying so hard to remember to link my other videos in my description, and I have been slacking there, and I apologize, but do check out my channel, subscribe. That way I can continue to kind of produce these things. This isn't my full-time job. This is what I just do for fun. So if you enjoy these palette videos or whatever, let me know. Ooh, I'm opening it up right now. Alright, so this is the Emerald palette. It is green, of course. For me, Emerald is my daughter's birthstone. Diamond was my son's, and then Aquamarine was my husband's. And mine is yet to come, so I will I have to wait all the way till October to get mine. So this one is Emerald, and of course when you open it, upon seeing it I was like, I like the vibe, very foresty. So here is the Emerald palette in all its glory. So of course in every palette you have the main shade being the actual shade of the birthstone that it is themed after. And then you get 6 additional shades that are smaller. And I've noticed this is a pattern in all of them, that they all have one pressed glitter in each palette. For me, I kind of did promise myself, I kind of swore off buying eyeshadow palettes because I have way too many behind me. As you can see, my palette collection is massive. That's just the top row. There's more on the bottoms, but I kind of wanted to purge my stash, as you would say it. I don't want to be doing too many eyeshadow palettes, but at the same time I do want to collect the ones that I know, from the brands that I know work really well. BH Cosmetics is one of those, and I did want to collect these over the entire year. And I think I'm just gonna not get any more BH Cosmetics. So I do have the Garnet for January, the Amethyst for February, the Aquamarine for March, and the Diamond for April. So now that we are in May, we're doing Emerald, and I'm going to swatch these for you on my arm here. I'm probably just going to be doing up to, because I do have another tattoo here. It's actually goes this way. It's my Lord of the Lost symbol. If you don't know that band, you need to check them out because they are a German goth metal band. So they're really awesome. So if you haven't heard their stuff, you really need to hear it. If you like Birthday Massacre, or what's other ones that are related? I mean, if you like Lady Gaga, you could definitely get behind Lord of the Lost. So yeah, we're going to swatch them, but I can't swatch them past here because this is still kind of dry and I don't want to put any eyeshadow on it. Alright, so let's go ahead. First shade of the palette is Emerald, which is going to be your standard emerald green color, and it is a metallic color. It's actually pretty nice. Next is Total Package, which is a shimmery kind of pale gold. Next is Restless, and it is a mossy matte green. Next is Hard Worker, which is a metallic brown. Ooh, that one's really rich. It's got gold sparkles in it, so not bad. Let's do the last 3 here. And then we have Stubborn. Ain't that the truth? My daughter's pretty stubborn. And my mom was too, because she's also born in May. Stubborn is a matte brown, and then Artsy as fuck, I guess. I don't know. Artsy AF, which is a more cooler tone metallic green, and then High Spirit, which is an awesome fairy magic orange glitter. So there are the colors for the Emerald palette. And I do like the glitters. They have been really good. I do recommend doing a glitter glue to kind of make them work. Alright, so we're going to zoom in and we're going to try this palette out. Alright, excuse my eyebrows. I just kind of trimmed off a little more of my tails because I actually like doing half eyebrows. Like, I like having half eyebrows. So we're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go in with my little Wet n Wild Pac-Man brush, and we're going to go ahead and take, let's go ahead and do, I kind of want to do something different. So we're going to do a reverse contour eye. So we're going to do Restless. Seems to be the darkest color in the palette. We're going to do Restless on the inner portion of the eye. So reverse contour being that we want to really like focus the darker colors on the inner corner part and then lighter colors on the outer. Now I do tend to carry the darker color a little bit further than I would do like doing it a regular way. That way I can not let my eye look super sleepy, you know what I mean? So we're just kind of placing Restless right there. And then we're going to go ahead, I'm cleaning off my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take Stubborn, which is that brown shade, and we're going to kind of softly place that right underneath, just to add a little bit of like dimension and depth. And we'll go back with Restless and just kind of blend the two. So this does not have a blending shade, so I will have to get like a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to use my Beetlejuice one here. It's a little bit more from Melt Cosmetics. It's more finely tuned, like it's like smaller, so you can kind of blend out the edges a little better. Okay. And then I'm just going to blend that out. Perfect. Then I kind of want to take like the a lighter color, but not too light. So we're gonna do the emerald shade here because it's lighter than this green. So I wanted to take my finger and let's focus, camera. And we're gonna take that on the outer corner. I kind of just want to place it because I will clean up the edges, but I want to place it right about there, just to kind of get that in there. And then we're going to go ahead and go back into Stubborn, and we're going to blend this a little more. And then we'll take a little bit of Restless, which is that mossy kind of olive green color. We're extending this out just a little more, making sure that we blend the emerald. And don't worry if it's too messy out there. You want to make sure that you just at least have the shape going. I'm going to blend these so that way my edges aren't so sharp. But I do want to kind of take Restless with this and just kind of define it a little more. And then blend. So I know it looks messy right now, but it will make sense, I promise, once everything starts making sense here. I know it looks super messy. I don't have a brow bone highlight in this palette, so I'm going to have to take a single, again, my this one does the job. This one is the Lancome and Latte. Not my all-time favorite vanilla shade, but it works for being soft. It's not as bold as some that I really like. Like in the Diamond palette, there's one that's super bold in there. I really like that one. Alright, so Off camera, we're gonna clean this up. Hard to kind of make this look as clean as possible doing it reverse because I don't have a lot of the basic colors I need. So unfortunately, I'm going to be pulling from the aquamarine just to kind of, because I feel like this needs just a smidge more blending and I don't have like that in-between color. So we're just going to blend it out with Secretive from the aquamarine. And of course get Affectionate from Aquamarine to kind of clean up this a little bit. I know it doesn't really look all that nice at this point. I'm just kind of like going with what I can. We're going to get a little bit more of Restless from the Emerald palette to kind of, I feel like this needs to be blended a lot more. See, but I like having the emerald a little bit more prominent in that angle. Yeah. So you have to kind of mess with it a little bit. It's a little hard to do a reverse contour eye when you don't have tons of options of color, like of basic colors to choose from. So this looks a little messy, so I will tell you that I will have to fix this a little more off camera. But we're going to move on to the lower lash line because I just kind of want to finish this up to see what it would look like and what I need to fix. So we're going to go ahead and take Hard Worker, and we're going to take that on the inner corner because it's a little darker than what the other color I'm going to choose. I want this to kind of tie in with the brown there. Clean this off, and then we'll take Artsy AF, which is this one here. And yeah, that'll work. Because I want the greens a little more focused on the outer corner. But I'm going to take Artsy AF a little like towards that angle to kind of tie them together. Yeah, it looks a lot better now that you round it out. I think bringing Restless a little further out was a bad idea, so I'm going to actually fix that and go in with Emerald with a brush and take Emerald higher. Kind of blend that together. Yes, that's what I want. That's a lot better. But alas, we do have to blend that out, so I have to kind of go into my Aquamarine palette and use Secretive and Affectionate just to tie it together. And we'll do Affectionate on the brow bone. Kind of blend. See, that looks a lot better. Reverse, it's not so great, but like I said, it's going to be cleaned up a lot more once I kind of get the hang of things, of how it works. That's the good thing about eyeshadow palette. You don't have to have something in your mind that will work, or if you have something in your mind and it doesn't work, you can always fix it. Alright, so we're going to take Total Package, which is this shade right here. And since we have the brighter colors in the outer corner, I'm actually going to put this one right here. Just to kind of clean that up, you know, not make it so on a harsh line. Yeah, see, that works. Okay, and then we're going to take High Spirit. And this is a darker glitter. I will need a glitter glue. Ooh. Bear with me here. NYX glitter glue always works. And we're going to just take a drop of that guy. Kind of rub it with your fingers and then apply it to where you want it. I feel like this will work. And then we're going to take High Spirit and just pop that. Oh, yes. I do need to fix it just a little. So we're just going to kind of take a brush and just kind of fluff it a little. I didn't blend the lower lash line. So I'm going to take Artsy AF and just kind of softly blend it there, and then Hard Worker and softly blend it there, just to kind of add a little bit of something. I feel like the top part of my eye still needs a... Alright, so I blended out a little bit more. Once I add the liner, the liquid liner, I think it'll look a lot better. So I'm going to do the rest of my face off camera and then let you know my overall thoughts on the palette. I did put some mascara on. Now that I put everything together and spent a little more time kind of blending things out, it looks pretty good. Will I do the same style as this one? No, I probably won't. I didn't really like it that much. And then we're going to go in with a Total Package here as a highlight. I feel like this is light enough. We're going to see how this works as a highlight. Yeah, that works perfect as a highlight. Kind of bring everything together. I always like to see if one of the colors will work as a highlight, so this one does. Just a little fairy magic there. Okay, overall thoughts on the palette. I don't really like it that much. I love the concept that they came up with the colors very like woodsy, foresty. The look I picked out to do was not necessarily the best to do because I feel like doing the reverse, there wasn't enough colors to really bring it to life like I wanted it to. It's very olivey, very green. I feel like this color is more of a, it's not an emerald green. So I'm not quite impressed with that. I would have liked a matte emerald green in here. Again, there was some colors that you just don't need in there. Like you probably don't need a Hard Worker that much. You really don't need Stubborn. I wish Stubborn was much lighter. That's why I had to pull from the Aquamarine one, because I felt like the Aquamarine one had the colors that I needed to make this look work. So it had like Secretive and Affectionate here, these two, those worked really nice to kind of pull it together. I absolutely think my favorite shade is going to be High Spirit. It's very fairy-like. I feel like a fairy today. But so Restless wasn't dark enough. I would have liked a dark, not an olive green, like a dark emerald matte would have worked. This one worked, but I feel like it needed to be just more of an emerald green. Let me show some examples of some greens that I feel like could have worked. For example, Blood Money. Blood Money has some excellent greens. It has this green, which I would have thought worked better in the emerald palette, as well as like something like that would have worked. A little more green, or even something like a citrine color. I mean, I guess they're gonna save that for Peridot, but you know what I mean? Like, I really wanted a green, not more or less olive colors. I felt like the olive colors just overtook the palette, made it very woodsy like. So is this a practical palette I would use? I mean, we could have done without that one. We really could have made that a brow bone highlight, because my favorite palette in this collection so far with the brow bone highlight has to be from the Diamond, which is pretty much my favorite right now. Neutral. This one is awesome. I will show you how awesome it is. I'm going to grab my blending brush and look how much it highlights that brow bone. And that's from using a little bit. Do you see the difference? So this is like probably my favorite vanilla shade. It's like almost like an eggshell. And it works because it brings the brow bone out a lot more now that I'm doing my brows a little bit differently. Yeah, so Emerald palette had some great misses. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk about which ones I'm ranking #1 right now and which ones I'm not liking so much so far. So we'll do that. It has a nice black shade, sparkly, it's different. Beautiful silver shade. It does have some warm shades to kind of make it a little bit warmer because it's got a lot of cool tones in there with the silvers. I felt like Stunning and Diamond could have been, we didn't really need Stunning. We kind of could have done without it, but I'm okay with it being in the palette. I mean, Suave really warms up it. Lover really like helps blend out the black. And Neutral is my all-time favorite brow bone highlight. So this one has been my #1. I can grab it, make an entire look with it, and be good with it. Second favorite, Garnet. Garnet is my second favorite. Does not have a brow bone highlight like Diamond, but this one does work. Where's that? This one does work as an excellent brow bone highlight with the red tones. It's more of like a peachy color. I do like the fact that it has a black glitter in there, but I would have liked a red glitter. Garnet's perfect. It has a nice matte red, a deep color here, and a deep color here to blend everything out. I feel like Sensitive is perfect balance of that brow bone and blending shade. This one kind of is just like, I don't feel like it was necessary, but it kind of adds a little something to the palette. So second favorite. Third favorite has to be the Aquamarine. Although blues are really hard to be pulled on me, I feel like this has the brow bone highlight, the blending shades, the blues to really tie it together. This is the darkest shade. Unfortunately, I would like something dark. I would have liked Big Heart to be just a smidge darker. Because Secretive and Affectionate can really pull the look together. I loved Aquamarine. I absolutely love Jet Setter, which is the sparkly color. So third favorite. Fourth favorite is going to be the Amethyst. Purples do bring out my brown eyes, so I really do like the purples in this. And actually, this was my least favorite last time, as you could see. It's moved up. So it's going places. I love the Rose Gold. This one I felt needed to be darker. I needed a dark shade. Didn't need these two shades. Would have loved to make this a dark purple, and then these two shades could have blended it together. This one could have been lighter, and then this one's just kind of meh for me. So this one is my second least favorite. Least favorite, and I'm disappointed because this is my daughter's and my mom's birthstone, and I am so disappointed in this palette. Just because maybe it could have been, I don't know, I feel like this one needs a second take, but this just didn't do it for me. It doesn't have any brow bone highlights. It doesn't have any light crease shades to blend everything out. I had to pull from another palette to make this work. Could have been the eye look that I chose. I might have to give it a second go to really see what else I could have done. I could have probably done the smoky eye with this, but I don't have any other shades to blend it out. Like I said, I'm kind of stuck with not having a smoky or like a brow bone highlight or a crease shade to blend everything out. I did have to pull, and this is bothering me, kind of like a pinky tone blush to kind of make the look less washed out. I am olive tone in undertone. I'm like for reference, 2N2 Buff in Estee Lauder, light beige in Too Faced, and a 2.21 in Smashbox. Urban Decay, I'm a 3.0 roughly, an all-nighter. I think I'm a creme what am I in I don't know what I am in Clinique. I really don't know. I do go lighter a little bit, but like this color right here is buff that I'm wearing, and I'm put on top light beige, but the camera makes me washed out, but really that is my color. So for reference, the olive tones in this kind of washes me out, so I had to pull some warm pink tones to really liven up my skin a little bit, and I still look kind of washed out. I didn't like the olive green. This could have been a dark green. I didn't like this shade, even though it's great as a highlighter, I feel like it just didn't do it for me in the eye look. I'm like, no. This one could have been a green, and this one I feel like has too much of like a teal shift to it. See? It's too teal. I feel like it's not, that's not it. That's not it. You need it more green, like emerald green. Like, let me put this side by side. This is Emerald Estate. Is this my greenest green? Let me put them together. I could be like hallucinating here. Oh yeah. See the difference? Emerald State in Jeffree Star's Blood Money versus the BH Cosmetics Emerald shade. See how green Blood Money is? That's emerald green. Like, of course it could have been darker to be more of an emerald, but that is more tealy green than it is an emerald green. It did fit in that, but it kind of cooled off really weird. So I think it's the emerald tones. The olive green shimmer, no, we don't need that. High Spirit was my favorite in the entire palette because it brings some life to the look. So yeah, I would have to say Emerald is my least favorite. So this one was a big miss. BH Cosmetics, you really should have kept like a brow bone shade in different tones and a crease shade in different tones to tie the entire palette together. As I want to just be able to take this on a trip and have a green look and not have to worry about pulling from another palette. So yeah, that is my ranking so far from best to worst. Unfortunately, I'm just kind of disappointed. Please, BH Cosmetics, do not fail me in Opal. I will be so disappointed if like Opal didn't work. I am like disappointed that Emerald didn't work, because that's my daughter's and my mom's birthstone, and it just didn't work. I am very curious to see about June. June is Pearl, so I'm very curious. I hope it's not too washed out. So we'll see how that goes. I'm actually excited for July, but I will hope that they keep in mind what they did in Garnet. Garnet is a deeper red. This could have been deeper in red color, because now this is going to have to go, like, yeah, they're going to have to really work on Ruby. Peridot I'm interested in. I hope that has a lot of citrine colors, yellows, to kind of tie those together. Sapphire is probably going to be my favorite one because I love blue tones and I want a sapphire color. And then Opal, I mean, a lot can go with that one. I don't really know how that's going to go. I just hope there's some black shades in there because it's October. We still have to keep the black shades. I'm so glad it's not going to be pink tourmaline because I hate pink tourmaline. I do not identify that as my birthstone. I identify Opal as my birthstone in October. And then, of course, Citrine for November is going to be interesting. I hope they're really good yellows and oranges in there. And then, of course, turquoise. Turquoise is going to be fun as well. So I can't wait to see what else BH Cosmetics does for their birthstone collection. This has actually been really fun to collect. There are some hits and misses. I'm hoping that they do kind of listen to people that have reviewed it and be like, okay, we need to take a step back and reformulate that or something, you know what I mean? Like the formula, not for the reformulate, but redo the color selection. The formula is bomb. I like the formula for the price. And like I said, I did pay $13 for this one because I did get a discount code. I did do like the generic discount codes. I don't do affiliate codes. I don't do you know, I don't want to like give influencers that I feel like don't need the money. So yeah, I do use like whoever has a discount code. I like to use that to get some money off, 10% at least. Or use the one from BH Cosmetics. So yeah, that's the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this. I feel like I'm not as emerald as I want it to be today, but that's okay. I think I might give this one another go, see if I love it next time. And if you're wondering what's on my lips, I know it looks like I really don't have much on my lips. I'm using the Shein. These are just like the Urban Decay lip chemistries, and if you want me to do a video on these Shein lip products, let me know, because these are, what are they called? This one is called Birthday Lips, but they're called Take a Hint Lip Tint. So they're like lip chemistries from Urban Decay, which I do have a couple of them lip chemistries. I love those because you can wear it under a mask and not have to worry about your lips being super dry, because it's like a balmy texture, but it gives you a stain. So this is really awesome, especially since lip chemistry is gone, so that sucks. At least from our location, it's gone. But yeah, that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have to go to work now. And do like my video. Please subscribe if you haven't already.